All right, we're live here coming from the Whale Trading Network compound in the United States here. We're going to be doing a chart request program, going over the stuff in the Discord. We try to do this every Saturday, 8 o'clock Eastern Time. I'm Pyretta, and with me is Mr. Wonderful, but not the Mr. Wonderful. He's our Mr. Wonderful. This is a Mugger.
Yeah, hey, thanks, Pi. Hey guys, welcome to the chart request. Like Pi said, we'll be happy to go over these charts, take a look over at the market, see what direction we're going to be heading in, try to get an idea and a grasp on what's going to be happening in the foreseeable future. I know you guys are all anxious about getting your money into the market and stuff, but you know, we're still not there yet. Things are looking promising, but we'll we'll get there. But yeah, thanks, Pi.
Yeah, we're going to we'll hit those charts here in a second. I just want to hit this quick little disclaimer that we is educational and entertainment purposes only. We are not financial advisors. Please take on any investment and consult a licensed financial advisor who can assess your goals, risk tolerance, and whether you're about to YOLO your grocery budget. So we'll switch over to the Discord here, kind of see what we have going on with the requests that are coming in. And we have, I get to our chart request channel here. All right, so we have the first chart that we need to knock off the list here is going to be CRSR. This is a stock, and let's see. This is Crosshair Gaming, and it's a leading manufacturer and supplier of high performance gaming products and technology. The company offers a diverse array of gaming peripherals, including keyboards, mice, headsets, and other accessories geared towards providing gamers with an enhanced experience. Yeah, so Corsair, I used these products before. Let's see what the chart looks like here.
Yeah, that was a pretty good description. You sound like a guy just from Price is Right. I don't know his name, but
It's a Bob
describing
Barker.
this stuff. Yeah, no, the other guy
Oh,
that
you're talking
describes
about
this
the fat
stuff.
guy. Thanks. Right.
No, no, not Drew Carey. The announcer guy, the guy that describes everything, all
Oh,
the
okay.
products. Yeah, yeah. Um, so yeah, let's take a look at this. Corsair Gaming. I mean, it's kind of new-ish. I mean, it's not that old. Was it 6 years old? There's some wows here on the 5 day. Took a big hit there. There's an active one here though, but that didn't play out at all. Um, you would have got stopped out on that. Take a look at the daily. I mean, you got a ton of buys in here. You got stopped out on this one here. This one played out pretty good. Oof. There's a lot of buys on that one though.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, there's a lot of chopping going on.
yeah, yeah, back down around there, right? This though, this looks promising. I ain't gonna lie. Got a triple bottom there. Foreman, uh, it's marking another bottom here, attempting to anyway. I'd watch for the gold dot on there. Definitely run a stop loss because as you can see, uh, you can catch a falling knife on this guy. Uh, take a look at the 4 hours. Hit the 4 hours, Sam. Uh, yeah, geez. You got a couple buys on the 4 hour too that are active right now. So I mean, if you wanted to try to play this, I would watch this right here. This guy right here. This is always my go-to guy I look at.
That metal
He'll,
band.
yeah, he'll kind of dictate the direction for you, especially in these assets that, you know, aren't top notch. Like this indicator is designed for top-notch, high-end
Yeah.
with a lot of volume. Something that's going to give you solid signals. So like I said, this guy could play out, but there's some risk there. So definitely make sure you use your risk management on it.
All right, let's see
So
what
yeah,
we have coming up here next. We have Lady H Bar, and she's going to be hitting us with the stocks here, right? So she's looking for NVO, Novo Nordisk. All right, these guys, global healthcare company with a strong focus on diabetes, and is a sponsored American depository recipient receipt ADR. Okay, it's also U.S. investor to purchase shares in Novo Nordisk, which is headquartered in Denmark. So I think these guys are into the GLP-1 stuff, right? So I think it's like a Wegovy, which has gotten a major price break in the United States here.
yeah. Wow, this thing ran up like crazy.
Yeah,
You made a
so yeah,
you made a
so
killing off of
the
this.
big thing is, recently with Trump signing that bill, it reduced the cost. In the United States, it costs about $1,200 out of pocket because the insurance companies won't cover it for weight loss. So Trump signed that bill, or that last week, and now it only costs $200 to get a month's supply. I say only $200, but it's a hell of a lot better than $1,200. So
Yeah, wow, this thing looks like it could run up. I ain't gonna lie. That's the 5-day flash right now that's active. Didn't
yeah.
print yet. Has 2 days, 3 days left to print because of the weekend, right?
Hmm.
Yeah, wow, bouncing right off of the fifth. Oh no, sorry, that's a lot. That confused me with the purple line there when I pulled up the MAs. Yeah, so it's right. I mean, it looks like it's played its course there. It might look to loop back up. See, this is a problem here, right? I definitely watch this 62, but I mean, with that active, let's see what the lower time frames look like. Big gap there too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is a pretty
Yeah,
big
you
one.
had, you had, yeah, you had some good plays with this one. Uh, Clear head and shoulders there though. Phew.
Yeah.
I mean that was plain as day if you didn't catch that one. Yeah, wow, geez, I mean, it could play out pretty good. Uh, it gave out some buys roughly in this area, right? Um, Same thing as what it tried to do here with a little bit of a higher low there
Yeah.
on the macro end, right? But it unfortunately made a lower high, right? So, um, or a lower low. I mean, so you really had to watch that one. But yeah, I mean, it has 5-day dot. You could plan an entry. I would try to look somewhere around this little trend line that I drew. I mean, I did it rough just to try to get an idea because I could kind of see it plain as day, right? You'd really want to take your time, take a good look at this one. Uh, I might myself. I'll give an update in the stock room because I might look to enter this one myself. It's
Yeah.
rejecting off the middle band there. So, yeah, yeah. I mean that looks pretty good. So we'll move on to the next one.
Yeah. So I mean, those prices are live now in the states. I know somebody who just went up and picked up a month supply for only $199. So that's and the pharmacist was saying it's supposed to be even cheaper in January. So I'm assuming they're going to be getting a boatload of sales here. So
Yeah.
The next one
Yes.
she's got here is PayPal, PYPL, and everybody knows what PayPal is, right? So they're a
Yeah.
prominent
Of
player
course.
in the digital payment industry. So, and they're starting to accept cryptocurrency, which is pretty nice.
Yeah. Wow. This had a huge run up there. If you peg these ones, you're laughing back here too. This here, like Pi mentioned before, it's trying to mark a bottom there, couldn't. Whatever happened, maybe that's around the tear. I don't know. Whatever happened, but played out pretty good there. Played out here as an active red dot, but now it has a green dot, so it is trying to find another bottom here. Um, Take a look at the 5 day. We'll see what that says. Wow, big, nice big gap up there. That's a fair climb though. Wow, it has two. Yeah, see, it's stringing these along here. Had a little bit of run up.
Yeah, it's trying to call the bottom.
Mark these. Yeah, it's kind of in the same spot as it is here. So, I mean, if you wanted to take a position, I would definitely try to run a stop loss or plan a good entry, right? Um, I don't know if they have earnings coming up or not. Uh, no, not until February. So, um, 4 hour has just coming out of the down channel. As you
Yeah.
can see, it broke it there. Chopping around a little bit. See what it says here. This is what I like to do to find directions sometimes, just quickly and try to get an idea. You know, is it gaining a lot of support or is it just chopping around a lot, trying to keep hitting the bottom band kind of thing, right? This is kind of what you wanted to see, it and then going up, but not this, right? Uh, and it looks like it has a bear flag there too. So I would definitely take a look at that. That's something that you definitely want to watch for. Um, I don't really like this that much, to be honest with you. Uh, yeah, no, I'm not a big fan of PayPal anyway. So, I mean, maybe I'm a little biased. I don't know, but yeah. This here looks promising though. Watch the alert channel and wait for confirmation. Take a stab at it, but you know, always make sure to manage your risk and use stop loss or just you know, invest what you can afford to lose per se, right?
Right.
It's not necessarily you're going to lose it, but you know, losing it is in a sense of being able to go without it for a long period of time in case you know, if you didn't use the stop loss and you end up bag holding it or you know, you're investing in it with more of a long term mentality, but you don't expect it to go down so much and then you're kind of stuck with it even though you do have a long term mentality and you need the money. You know, you never want to kind of leave yourself vulnerable like that. So, again, just make sure you guys are always managing your own risk.
Yeah, and I mean that stop loss is. I would definitely run a stop on this one. You know, worst case scenario, you know, you're down, you know, 2%. You definitely want to have a stop in place though. Let's see what we got here next. She's looking for ASPN. Is that what it is? I missed it here. Yeah, ASPN. So ASPN, Aspen Aerogels. Aspen Aerogels is a technology company specializing in the design and development and manufacturing of advanced aerogel materials. These materials are primarily used for thermal management solutions in a variety of industries, including energy, infrastructure, petrochemical, and building materials. Known for their lightweight nature and exceptional insulating properties, aerogels produced by Aspen play a critical role in enhanced energy efficiency and carbon footprint reduction. And I'm all about the carbon footprint reduction, Mager. So the Astroglide might be out, the aerogel may be in.
Yeah. No, I must have charted this for somebody or took a look at it myself at some point because these lines, um, yeah, I'm not sure, but honestly, this thing looks ready to rip. Um, Taking a look at it, it has a relatively decent chart. You got tagged here if you didn't run a stop, right? But you had some nice run ups on this thing here. Uh, Big gap targets. What's that, like 50% or something? Is that? Yeah, 52%
Wow.
and 100. Ooh, you can make some big money if it goes to fill those gaps, right?
Yeah.
And clearly it can move. I mean, geez, um, it was all the way up here at one point, right?
Yeah.
Magic catching that wave. Let's take a look at the 5 days, see what that's saying. 5 day didn't play too good. He would have got tagged. As Yeah, see, it's trying to mark a bottom here. I mean, that would have been a decent play off
Yeah.
of these guys. But if you didn't use a stop, you would have been bag holding,
Yeah.
right? That
Yeah.
that
If you got that,
that
if you would have trailed that stop up, you would have been okay.
yeah, you would have probably got stopped out in around here somewhere, which is a good gain. I mean, it don't look like much, but look, I mean, even if you got stopped out, anywhere here,
Yeah.
uh, good. I mean, yeah. Stop loss be your best friend, especially in projects like this. Especially the unforeseen future. You never know what's going to happen with anything. I mean, stop loss. Clearly, October 10th was a wake up call for a lot of people. I wasn't a huge fan of stop losses. I only use them in leverage plays, not so much in spot. But I've adjusted my tactics because
Yeah.
I mean clearly it's needed, right? So I'm not about to you know watch something go down 70 or 80% in literally seconds. Uh,
Right. It's almost like it
uh,
completely changed the market, right? At least everybody's thinking, where you're looking at, the days of, 1 to 6 month holding is probably over, right?
yeah, I mean clearly the direction the market's going now. It's all about scalp day to day trading. Day traders seem to be taking over. I mean, yeah, if you try to hold on 1 to 6 months, who knows if you're going to be up or down.
Right.
Uh, so
Yeah,
I
so
mean,
it's
and
about changing your
clearly,
mindset right at this point. I know a lot of people aren't used to setting stop losses, and you might get tapped out a little bit early, but it's really for your own protection, right?
absolutely, because you might get tapped out on one, right? But the next one, you know,
Yeah.
right? It's you got to keep that mindset, right? Is like, okay, they're gonna come. If I get stopped out, whatever. I mean, like sometimes you will get stopped out and then it goes up right away. I mean, it is what it is. You don't want to risk losing a whole bunch of money just because of the 1 or 2 times that you did set a stop, it got hit and went up. I mean, uh, say over the last three weeks, 4 weeks, a lot of you guys have been asking, hey, should we buy or we buy? And I'm like, no, no, don't. And like, oh, things are going up though. Bottoms in, bottoms in. A lot of guys, right? No, no, don't just wait. At this point, we need to wait for confirmation. I mean, when we were up in around here, I had no problem saying, "Hey, you know what, guys? I just looked at the chart in around here somewhere. Yeah, you know what? We're about to go up. Load the boat, right? not with the mentality that, okay, hey, the very next day we're gonna go down, 80% on everything, right?
Yeah.
Uh, I mean, no one can really foresee that. So if you were lucky and sold before it was good, right? After it went up, after we had that recovery a little bit, I think it was in around here, I told everyone it's time to de-risk, start getting rid of all your lower cap, start putting it into Ethereum and Bitcoin and whatever, or hold USDC or USDT and start staking, right? That I mean, it played true. A lot of the guys that did listen, like Goose, for example, he's loving it that the market is going down, right? Go down a little bit lower, right, and then he'll jump in on the recovery and not miss anything. He might have missed this little tiny move down here, right?
Hmm.
But he gonna catch this big move up here, right? Just so it's all about patience, guys. I mean, I know it sucks just sometimes watching things go up 20% or whatever, but look, we're pretty much back to where we were again all in a day. So yeah, just seriously, and this isn't a nice looking structure here. I'll tell you guys that right now. Looks like a bear's pennant. So and a wedge here too that's forming. So again, it's, we have a cross here on the MACD on the 5-day chart. I mean, honestly, if it wasn't for this down channel not being broken yet, you can still see that it's not broken. It's clearly right here. This is why it's saying no. Hey, listen, even though this is saying it's good, the system is saying no, it's not, because there is no confirmation of a change in trend. It's still downtrending, right? It looks like it's recovering, but it didn't recover. And that's where a lot of people go wrong, right? It's like, oh, it's going up, it's recovering, it's recovering.
Right.
As you can see, that's not always the case, right? So, again, please just be patient, wait for the confirmations that they're going to come. There's going to be another one of these that you can buy. Trust me.
Right. Yeah. And back to thinking about the Ethereum chart during that, it ran down for 129 days. So there was some points in there where the price was going up, and if you FOMO'd in, you were pretty sorry. So let's move on over to the next one. I think we are going to actually hit Ethereum. So we're looking at KP's looking for ETH.
Yeah,
Let's
so I actually have it up right now because I was going to pull up that exact down channel that you were talking about. Right here, see, it had a clear exit after all these ones, right? So this is where you activate your stop loss. That's what these are. These aren't sell signals, right? These are warnings. Hey, it's time to set a stop loss. Take a look at the chart, see what you see, to see what Albert's saying. Hey, okay, I gotta set it here because a lot of momentum is changing. ETH, let me pull it up on here. So this is the chart that I shared earlier. So I think I charted it for the 1 hour. I can't remember now, or maybe I adjusted it for the 4. I can't remember. They're both pretty accurate to one another. I called this rising wedge here earlier. That was, I mean, it's pretty clear what it is, right? Uh, Still trying to fight its way back in there. I mean, it's fighting. It's not giving up. This was my neckline support that I had marked down. There was a lot of orders in around here on the order book. So at that time, I don't know if it changed or not. Um, I mean, honestly, right now, I'm more bullish than I have been in in a long time. But am I like, hey guys, it's time to buy? No, unfortunately. I mean, you can ladder in with small buys on assets that are printing that, like Link, for instance, Q's doing the live trade, took a stab at Link with the stop loss. I think it was at 313 or the low $13 anyway. I mean, the risk to reward is great there. I mean, you got Link at, 13 something and or 14. I'm not sure his exact entry. I mean, as a brand new trader, the setting that kind of buy up, it's really smart, right? You're not super exposed, and you're still positioning yourself for a bigger play, right? Um, you know, the stop loss will help you from losing anything, and you go from there, right? You keep building off of that buy, right? Because like, look, they're gonna come in. I know it, right? Like, look at that. You didn't even catch any down at all. You bought here, right?
Yeah,
Like,
he bought it on the uptrend.
yeah, here you chopped around for a little bit back at your entry ish, but I mean that's fine. You got all your warnings to sell here. Same. Look, I mean, boom, you missed all this. Oh, look, you even had another opportunity here on a perfect uptrend, right? You probably would have got stopped out here or somewhere in around here. But who cares? You would have. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, who cares that you get stopped out? There's going to be more, right? Just be patient. Each one of these, you can make a lot of money off, playing it right. A couple of them are you going to get stopped out on? Yeah, sure. I mean, who cares? You're going to the system. I think allows what is it, Pi, up to 3% loss.
I
I
think
think
we're
it is,
running
or
at
something.
1.5% behind the recommendation band. So
Yeah, so you're looking at 3%, on the rare occasion maybe 5% if you want to
mhm.
run a little looser or something, right? But to lose 5% and to gain 150 or whatever, just to wait or to be safe, right? Because you got to remember too, if you're in this and where was that dot right here, so if you bought this and you overexposed yourself, you left no money for DCA, no anything, right? And it went down here, well, wouldn't you be like, oh man, like that's not a little drop? Like you'd be like, oh, why didn't I have a stop loss, or why didn't I save some money to buy? And like that's the whole idea, is so you'll never feel like that, right? You'll always have a cash reserve. You'll always have safe entries with safe exposure through stop losses that are fed to you directly right to your DM. You don't even need to make a channel anymore.
Yeah,
Like
that's right.
yeah, Albert Einstein will literally DM you all day long. You could show all your friends and be like, "Look, me and Albert are tight, right?"
That's right.
And I
He's
mean
definitely
that,
going down
and
in the DMs.
yeah, and I'm telling you, that guy's gonna make you a lot of money, right? And he's gonna save you a lot of
Yeah, a lot of
losing money,
headache.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, who cares if you get stopped out? Whatever. Next dot. I mean, we have. I mean, my list is small that I'll recommend to you guys. Just because I don't trust the market and it doesn't give me a reason to. These are my recommendations only that I think any new trader should stick to. These two especially should make up, you know, at least 50% of your portfolio. And I mean, that's pushing it. And that's only so your portfolio can retain value. On any down spill, like say October 10th, for example, you know, did Bitcoin go down 80% in value? No. I mean, it went down a bit, but in a sense of recovery, I mean, Bitcoin recovered more because it didn't lose as much, right? So it's all about percentages gained and not money gained, right? Like you really had to get out of that concept. It's all about percentages. This whole space is percentage,
Yeah. And
ROI,
that's
right?
a hard thing for a lot of people to, they're like, oh, well, I put in $1,000 and I only gained $10 or whatever. You got to look at your percentage gain, right? You know,
Exactly.
you put
If you're up
$10,000, yeah,
300%,
yeah, you put 10,000 into Bitcoin and it goes up, 10%. You got $1,000. You put 10,000 into, everybody's favorite XRP, right? And it goes up 10%. You made the same amount of money, right?
yeah. So, and I mean, there's less risk involved with Bitcoin. Uh, let's be real. Any of these altcoins can experience a death at any time. For instance, Luna, for example, or FTX or whatever it was. Um, I had lots of things. What was that recent one that lost like 80% of its value in a day? Something. The owner sold it or something like that. I remember it a while back, a few months ago, and
Yeah, I
everyone was
don't
talking
remember.
talking about it. But yeah, guys. Wait for these bad boys. Wait for the 5 day or even the daily on the ETH. It's clean. I mean, there's a couple. Like I said, this one here that you wanted to utilize the stop. But other than that, you got some nice clean entries, right? Almost risk free. Same with Bitcoin. I mean,
Yeah, so let's
unfortunately,
just
Bitcoin.
transition over to Bitcoin because that's the next one on the list.
Oh yeah, sorry.
Yeah, no, it was a
Yeah,
good
no, I
transition
mean,
point. I thought,
yeah,
I'm
yeah,
working
yeah.
on my radio skills here.
Well, no. So, as soon as I got talking about Ethereum, I always get into Bitcoin, right? Because I mean, let's be real, Bitcoin is the king. The whole market follows Bitcoin. Um, oh look, it's even labeled the king, right?
Mm.
Let me get rid of some of this stuff. I went over some stuff for guys in chat there. We're trying to look at some examples of percentages gained. So yeah, look, as you can see, Bitcoin here. Bitcoin hasn't printed anything on the daily in 3 years. Be 3 years in January that it nothing. Well, until now, right?
Yeah,
That's that. I mean, let's be real. Other than right here, and I mean that's still marked something of a bottom. It still went up a little bit, right? But unfortunately, the sell signal right into bear market, right? So, yeah. I mean, Bitcoin looks promising. We're waiting for this guy right here. This is what we really want to see um, right here. So again, kind of the same situation with Ethereum, Bitcoin. It's still saying it didn't break its down channel. Um, it may have printed, and I'm not sure. I'd have to look at all the metrics, right? There's more than just one thing to look for on Bitcoin for it to print there, but I know just by looking at that it won't print. See, as soon as that was broken, right? This down channel was broken, right? You can clearly see where it was broken. This allowed for it to start printing, right? Same with here, right? I'll these will save you from making bad buys, right? Uh, like you had no downward exposure on these buys.
yeah,
After you bought them, it went up. plain and simple, right? There was no, oh, okay, right? Like, look, there's your warning. You get out, right? And I mean, these are big gains too. They look small on the map because they're so big, but when you pull it up, you're like, wow. I was actually surprised myself because I was fooled a little bit, but then once I started pulling up the price range, I was like, ooh, yeah. So I definitely underestimated it myself. As you can see, Bitcoin. This is the guy that I follow a lot. So my charts. I actually have two. Um, I think one's altered a little bit, maybe not, because I had to save it so I could have the option on my phone. Because as you can see, I have the Whale Trading Network version one. Is it volume one or version one?
Version
What,
one. Would you like to call
version
it
one.
volume one? I don't know.
I don't know. Doesn't
Yeah,
really
so that's
matter to
the
me.
first official release that's up on TradingViews. Has yet to be hidden, so the fingers are crossed. The second indicator, the technical suite, is out there, and it's still alive and well. The first one they kind of took away from us, but so far we're sitting pretty good.
Yeah, that's good news, right? So we're pretty close to having this available for you guys, right? And I mean I want it just as much as you guys want it, right? To have the availability so it saves a lot of me having to show you guys what's going on with the dots printing and stuff. Um, but again, everything is available right here, right? So Pi cleaned it up really nice. There's now a confirm section and a flashing section. So, if you're not too concerned about like, trying to maximize risk to maximize gains kind of thing to try to peg a bottom, then you can mute that channel altogether and just focus on the confirmed dots. Or like I mentioned before, you could have Albert Einstein here feed you stuff all day long, right? And he's gonna make you sad sometimes
Yeah.
because you're gonna see a lot of this, right? So I think the only thing that it's okay with right now that I have is IMX, Bitcoin, and Ethereum.
Yeah, most of them he's going to tell you shouldn't be in the trade. And the reason that
Yeah,
happens, right, is because you get a buy signal from the indicator, and then at some point in the future, the candle closed over that price. Okay. And if you didn't have your stop loss set and the price dropped below that entry point, it's going to tell you, hey, you should have been stopped out. You shouldn't even be in this trade. But if you are, it still is going to give you a recommendation.
yeah. So if you're in that scenario, definitely use the recommendation because you don't want to be in another situation of the situation that you're already in, right? Uh, you gotta like really grasp this concept. Once you lose, say I bought dot tonight and it went down 50% overnight, that money's gone. Like until that asset recovers that price fully, that money's gone, period. There's no gain it back. Like the whole mentality of, well, if you didn't sell it, you didn't lose nothing, right? Well, no, not necessarily, because who's to say it's gonna go back up to that price that you bought it at, or how long do you want to have, $10,000 in dot that's now $5,000 tied up for who knows how long, and then what is it going to go down even more? So this it literally takes all of that off the table for you guys. You literally won't have that feeling. It's like, oh, I got stopped out. At some point you'll be like, oh, good, whatever, now I got more money, I can manage my portfolio a little better. I can do a tally, figure out what I got, plan some entries a little more, take a look at some assets, watch for their dots to print. Then once the dots print, don't buy it right away, right? Chart it. Share your chart in chat. The guys or myself will tell you, hey, listen, good job, but hey, why don't you try this? Or what, I see it like this. Why don't you look at it like this, right? There's no harm in that. I love sharing charts. I love when the guys share the chart. And I'll always be like, just an idea. If anyone sees anything else, please, you know, say something. Like I would love to hear it so then I get to have a different look at things, because once you see something a certain way, it's really hard to see something differently until someone else points it out to you, right? And like that's the thing with charting too. You get fixated on some stuff personally and mentally, that you turn a blind eye to things that you should easily catch, and that really helps that, right? If you got 10 knowledgeable charters charting, everyone can come up with a pretty damn good game plan, right? Or a really good idea. So that's why I like, Dylan and I coordinate our charts together on a day-to-day basis in chat, because we're pretty close to each other. We both have the same ideas, might vary a little bit, right? And that's good. He'll see something that maybe I don't see, or I'll see something that he doesn't see, and he can tweak it in, and then maybe it turns into something different, right? So again, please, when the dot comes, don't be like, okay, now market buying this right now. Plan an entry, do it the right way, and make sure that on the entry you ask Albert, hey, where am I going to put a stop loss so I don't lose all my money? Easy.
Yeah, and that's where that asset report comes in handy. By the way, if you guys want to have access to the alert system, Albert Einstein, and Mr. Wonderful, make sure you join the Discord. That link is in the description. Oh yeah, and I always forget to say this. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Okay, so let's move on to the next one here. We have Link. Now, something happened with Link today. What was that? There was some kind of dot that came up. Let's see.
Yeah, 5 day.
It was the 5 day gold dot on Link.
Juicy. Oh, it's showing another one.
Yeah, it's actually got two. I mean,
Yeah, it's showing another one right now on this
yeah.
new one. So it's really, really trying to mark a bottom, right? As you can see, the last one played out pretty good. Last one, what you bought in, you bought in here, say halfway, if you didn't buy the candle all the way, right? About 13.5, I'd say.
Yeah.
I mean, you double your money, or easy peasy, right? These ones here you got stopped out on, right? But the daily would have gave you a new entry. So that's a good thing about having more than one option, right? Daily's showing 1, 2, right? Just print it. So see, that's what I mean about planning an entry. So this printed, right? Q knew that it printed. He wanted to go with Bitcoin or Ethereum first, but Blink is showing more promise, more uptrend. It's clearly moving more. It's already printed, multiple dots on different time frames. So absolutely, the risk to reward is definitely there. I like Link a lot. It's one of my favorite assets. People have known that for a long time. Link, HBAR, ETH, BTC, and unfortunately XRP. I mean, I like XRP. Oh no, I do,
go.
right?
Everybody loves her.
Well, I like it just because I know retail likes it, and I know that I can easily buy it and sell it, and that it's gonna retain its value for the most part, right? And that it will eventually go back up. There's just too much around it, right? So again, look about planning entries, right? Boom, boom. Okay, these dots came. I don't need to FOMO that. You know, let me plan an entry, right? You could have made a quick scalp. You would have got probably stopped out on the 4 hour, right? Albert would have said, "Hey, listen, it's losing momentum. It's time to take it, right?" See, you would have got in here, right? Like boom. But losing momentum in around here, right? But you probably would have got stopped in around here somewhere, right? So you're not really losing that much of a move, right? You got to remember that. The risk of holding it with no stop and running it up here does not outweigh the reward, right? Because there was no guarantee that this didn't go back down here, right? Like you don't know, you can see it now, right? Uh, and it's easy to say, oh well, look, because it's already happened. But I mean, you got to put yourself in that scenario now, right? And like, remember, this is our 4 hour chart. This is the most unreliable time of our three time frames that we focus on. And I mean, this is pretty clean for scalping, right? And this is what the 4 hour is kind of designed for, or for entries. Uh, Off of the 5 hour. So the idea would be like, or the 5 day. So the idea would be like, okay, you know what? Link has a 5 day active dot, active 1 day dot. Okay, let me check out the 4. Okay, it actually does have two active ones because the red didn't print. You got stopped out. This was that October 10th crash that we're all talking about, right? And then like, look, the sell off afterwards, right? Everyone thought, oh, it's gonna go way back up, and this is when I was like, okay, guys, everyone start de-risking everything. This is not looking good at all, right? And then down we went, right? So technically, this asset is good to go, in my opinion. Uh, Plan an entry, lock it in, put your limit buy in. Once that limit buy hits, make sure you have that stop loss set. I think now with Coinbase, when you set a limit buy, you can actually set a stop loss with that
Yeah, you
limit
can set
buy.
them both.
Yeah, so there you go. Set, uh, the only reason I don't really like that idea is I would rather the order hit and then have an updated stop loss, because you're using a stop loss that could be 2 days prior or whatever, right? So and the system might have a different recommendation, so that's definitely something to consider. But yeah, I always did like Link, and I mean, I like Link a lot. This chart is good, in my opinion. I mean, these ones didn't play out too well, all because of this stuff, right? And I mean, nothing can really control that. I mean, in my mind, this was golden at this time until this happened, right? So I think it was like a staged planned event, but it is what it is at this point, right? Because I was watching the structure at that time, and it was cup and handle pretty clear to me, right? Um, right here, and then, but you know, it is what it is. Went down, so yeah.
Yeah.
Plan an entry, guys. Take a look at Q's live trade. Maybe try to gain an entry, maybe even a little better than his, because it looks like it's going down a little bit, but
All
not
right.
not sure.
Yeah, and a lot of people are trying to look at, well, if I got my stop loss in, it still went up another couple percent. You're not going to sell the exact top. It's just it's not going to happen, right? So be happy with your gains and look for the next entry.
That's right.
Up next, we have a Discord favorite. Jess is looking for Turbo. and everybody knows about Turbo, right? This is the first meme coin ever created completely by AI.
Memes.
Yeah, I mean,
Everyone
I
knows
know that
my
you're a big
favorite.
meme guy. I mean, how is
Oh
your meme
yeah,
portfolio? Is it pretty strong?
yeah. Zero. Absolutely not one. I actually used to own Mog.
You don't even have Pepe?
Nothing.
Wow.
Not one. Not one meme. I don't own. Not one. Nope. No, no. Turbo though. I mean, if you bought those, I think it was what was it, the five
I think it was
day,
a five
and
day
then
gold dot.
yeah, and then Lord ran up that 30 some percent the next day. If you put your stop loss in when it said, you were laughing, right? Like, look, you got tagged out in around here somewhere. Who
Yeah,
cares, right? Easy money.
there's a quick
Um,
30% on a meme
yeah,
coin.
I don't like this though. I would never ever in a million years tell anyone to buy any meme coins. So everyone knows I am against them. I don't like them. But I mean, they clearly run when they want to run. Uh, this here looks pretty good. I mean, look, boom, boom, no
Yeah,
red
will we
yet,
get
right?
another
So
boom, you know?
yeah, so right there looks ugly. Clear double top, right? So definitely something to watch for. I don't like this chart. I don't like the asset. I don't like these dots, but it might run.
All
So
right. All right, let's.
buy the meme at your own risk.
Yeah, the meme coins are extremely risky, just like all investment. We'll go on to the next one, and this is OLN. The Olin Corporation is a major player in the chemicals and ammunition industries, known for their production of chemicals and ammunition. As a leading manufacturer, Olin specializes in chloralkali products, epoxy resin, and other related chemical goods. These products have a widespread application across various sectors, including paper production, textiles, water purification, because you'd always want to have some chemicals in your water purification, and pharmaceuticals. So these guys look like they supply ammo and they have some kind of chemicals as well.
Okay, yeah. Pretty interesting chart here. I marked out a triple bottom that I can see here clear as day. Um, and like the dots definitely represent that, right? I mean, look, they're all scattered here. You got stopped out here, but it's showing more here, so it really likes this as a bottom. Uh, will it be the bottom? I don't know. Did it here too, right? So definitely if you're gonna be, ooh, wait a minute. That's an inverse cup and handle.
Yeah.
As soon as yeah, stay away from that. Um, yeah, don't buy this. I think those gaps are bait. Um, if you wanted to try to scalp it for that gap, I mean that's a lot of risk, but geez, that's a ugly chart. Um, you definitely want to see it break there, to invalidate that. So you'd want to see a push up into this gap, right? Um, and you definitely want to see this here broken as a higher high. This looks promising, right? Kind of the same structure as here, right? Um, not so much here, but you could have seen it there too at that time, right? One, two, three, all in pretty close proximity. Right here, I mean that's pretty clear too, right? You could say that's a quad bottom. This here, yeah. If you want to try to risk that, that's an ugly structure, though, man.
Yeah.
That's dicey. Uh, I mean, it can clearly run. If then that's what. so great about the stop loss, right? So if you're buying these here, a lot of these you made it big, right? But some of them didn't pan out so well. So it's always good to utilize that stop loss.
Yeah.
Protect yourself. Protect your money at all times, right? Picture it like you're putting your money in a boxing ring without gloves or any like without anything, or without arms. You're putting a boxer in the ring with no arms. That's essentially what you're doing, right? You're willing to throw your money away. Especially like Trump's in charge now, guys. Let's
Yeah.
be real. I mean, look what he does. He Tomorrow he could say, "All right, tariffs on Mars,"
Yeah.
and the
1,000%
market would.
tariff on the China.
Yeah, and the market will crumble. It already has. It's proven it time and time again. This guy can literally control the entire market. So the market is not the same as it used to be. Not with this guy. I don't care. I mean, sure, long-term outlook, he's could be, you could look at it as him being uh, beneficial for crypto. Yeah, sure, because of the direction of the legislation and like all the fundamentals that they're trying to establish with like the Genius Act and the Clarity Act and really try to get the ball rolling on digital assets being utilized in society openly and constructively, not being discriminated or trying to be brushed aside to lesser obsolete things like banking systems, right? Um, just so the rich can get richer, right? The bankers can, get their $1 million bonus for Christmas.
Oh, I
You
like when I
know,
get those, usually.
yeah, yeah, right. So, I mean, yeah, let's be smart with our money and not try to give them any more money than they already have, right? Trump definitely has some insider traders. I mean, let's be real.
Yeah.
There's just too many coincidental calls that don't add up. Like him, announcing the tariffs, and a short opens up literally minutes before. I mean, not
Oh, what a coinkydink,
not
right?
yeah, and like not a little short, like millions and millions of dollars short, right? On ridiculous leverage. So,
Yeah.
yeah, be very careful now with Trump in charge, guys. That's all I'm trying to say. He's literally changed the market. For better, who knows? The future hasn't been written yet, but as of now, right now, yeah, he's been terrible for crypto. I mean, let's be
Yeah.
real. A lot of assets are down 80% of their value. The Polkadot's down 80% or 70% this bull run, this bull run, right?
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah.
let's jump off to the next one though.
Yeah, so the next one comes from the Goose, and he's looking for. Oh, did I miss one? Yes, I think I missed one here. STLA. Right? So let's see. STLA. This Stellantis is a multinational automotive company that holds a significant presence in the global vehicle manufacturing industry. Formed through the merger of Fiat Chrysler Automobiles and PSA Group, Stellantis operates across a broad range of automotive markets and offers a diverse product lineup, including Jeep, Chrysler, and the Maserati.
Okay, right on. Yeah, this chart looks pretty crazy right here. Jeez, I don't know what's going on there. Um, wow, you made a lot of money off this guy. He had some pretty clean dots. active. Oh, you got stopped out on this one though, right? That there's ugly structure. I'd really watch that one, but it looks like it's gonna invalidate it. Um, Actually, I think it already has. Yeah, has two. Well, it has this. This is the only active 5 day. This one was, like I said, invalidated. It would have been stopped out on this one. This here looks all right from there. Let's take a look down here. Wow, that almost looks like a diamond bottom there. No, no quite. So, I forget the name of it. Ah, it's a cup with a scattered bottom.
Hmm.
I can't remember now. So the day, like we've mentioned before, it's really trying to mark a bottom here. I mean, you've had a bunch of buys here, and then these here, and then like I said, it looks like it's invalidating, but it's leaving some nasty gaps, right? I'd really watch that, but it has some nice gaps up above it, right? Especially this one here. This one, that's a little small, maybe, but this one here, that's a nice one, right? Especially this one. Um, so I don't know. What is it? Is that earnings? March.
The
Um,
earnings in March.
yeah.
Yeah. They had some
Let
really
me
good
take a
buys
look.
there, I tell you that.
Oh, crazy buys. I mean, the 4 hour is not very good, but I mean, you're not going to use that with the higher time frame. These here we're smoking right here. Peg both these this double bottom here for you guys with some pretty clean dots. He might have got stopped out on this one here though. Not sure. Yeah, I don't really like the 4 hour too much on this one. It's not
Mm.
giving the best buys. You're best off sticking with the daily or the 5 day. I think it was the 5 day had the cleanest results, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah,
you know
yeah.
that
So the
5 day
five.
is my favorite chart by far.
Oh yeah, mine too, right? It'll give you a better macro outlook and a better macro confirmation that hey, listen, the trend has changed. We are no longer going to be going down. We are going to be going up. It's just a matter of time, right?
Yeah. And I know everybody really likes the 1 minute chart, but I got to tell you, that one tick chart is pretty sweet. I mean, everything really moves. Your
Oh
computer
yeah,
can
God,
your computer can barely keep up with it. It's so fast.
yeah, God candles every second.
Oh yeah, I mean, I mean, you're at the top and the bottom of the Fibonacci in 5 seconds, several times.
Yeah, yeah. You definitely don't want to be looking at charts like that.
Right.
The lowest time frame that I usually like to go down to for direction is the 1 hour. I will briefly touch the 15 minute just occasionally, but I like the four, the three, and the five, but we made an adjustment to the the day and the 5 day. It worked very well with the system and complemented everything very well. So we stuck with those three time frames. Um, the 5 day clearly has the best results, and I can't stress this enough. This indicator is directed towards Bitcoin and Ethereum. That was our goal from the start, or well, was my goal. Um, those are my two favorite assets. Those are the two assets that I think will be here in the future for sure. I mean, yeah, sure, there's going to be others, right? But that's not a for sure, right? These two, in my opinion, are for sure. Um, I'm definitely a long-term investor in Bitcoin. Um, Now I'm working my way with Ethereum uh, more than Bitcoin because I just see that the potential, there's more potential there in the longer term because of the tokenization with Wall Street and everything, and the stables being running through Ethereum and stuff. The upgrade that happened, nothing really, that didn't do anything, but not yet anyway. So I mean,
Yeah.
again, patience is everything. Uh, but
Yeah,
yeah, those
it's
those
hard to
are
learn patience
your focal
sometimes.
points.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bitcoin, Ethereum, if you're in crypto, right? As for the stocks, this here indicator, amazing for the main stocks like Meta, Google, Amazon, uh,
Nvidia.
Tesla, Nvidia, all of those. Oh, you make a killing with the dots, right? But when you're getting into like that STLA and stuff like that, that's like me pulling up, Rose's chart and comparing it
Ugh,
to
Rose.
the big, yeah, the Bitcoin. I mean, yeah, the dots are not the same, and they will not ever be the same. You literally have to coordinate these dots with Bitcoin and Ethereum's dots, right? The only reason I'm like, okay, Link, good, in my opinion, is because Link runs with Ethereum. They almost had the identical chart. And as I said before, Ethereum would have printed possibly, if it broke that down channel. Link already has, and so it printed when Ethereum possibly would have printed. So that's the correlation that I'm looking at right now, is that, hey, maybe Ethereum is printing, but it just can't print because the down channel is broken. So we really need to see that down channel being broken. We need to see that big red blotch in the back be gone.
Yeah, it's
Because
still latched down, and it doesn't help that
yeah,
that price came back down because it's staying inside of that channel. So we have to break that percentage set point to get out of that channel. So
yeah. So I mean, that's why we're stressing patience here. I mean, look at this same identical down channel, right? Where did the dot come? That thing keeps getting my way here. Look at that, right here. So why not wait? Like, why are you gonna try to buy here on the bottom when you could just literally wait and buy there and then sit back and laugh? Because there is no bag holding there, right? Period. You bought here, it went up, right? If you ran a stop, sure, you might have got stopped out here, but you're gonna get back in. You can see it here, right? I mean, you would definitely be looking to re-enter if you got stopped here, but you can't say that for sure. So you'd move on to a different product, different asset, right? I was going to say product, but look, boom, you got stopped out. Look, bam, boom, another buy right there. This is like I said, look, tic tac toe, money, money, money.
right, yeah, you're not going to. I mean, you got that buy signal on the 5 day. You got stopped out. But the 1 day gave you another life right there. So, and then you would have caught that run up.
4 hour. That's the four
Or
hour.
that's a 4 hour. I'm looking at
And
that small screen here, so
yeah,
I'm
no,
taking
that's
the
all
old
right. And,
guess, Mager.
yeah, and like I can't stress this enough. This is our most unreliable time frame for the three time frames that we have. And like, look at these dots. But like I said, this indicator was built off of Ethereum and Bitcoin, so it is definitely going to have the cleanest results. Um, I think I went over it today or yesterday. I think the last 9 out of 12 dots, you made huge gains. There was three that you got stopped out on with minimal losses, and on this one here, like, and this is like another thing, guys. Seriously, yeah, and this was hard for me to understand too at the time when I pulled this up. it isn't small. I mean, it looks small, right? But you bought right here, right? Even if you bought the very top of that candle close, right? I mean, that's for a 4 hour like that. What's that? 4, 8, 12, in 16 hours, right? Not even a day. Yeah, sure, you would have got tagged out off of this
Yeah.
candle here, right? But money's again, percentage gained is percentage gained. You bought it here and you didn't use your stop loss. Well, guess what?
Yeah, you're
That
waiting.
those percentages gained are now percentages lost, right? So again, I can't stress this enough. We implemented and designed this system to complement one another. So one doesn't go without the other. So you can have the indicator, sure. I mean, yeah, but are you going to be looking at every goddamn chart every day or every 4 hours on every one of your assets just to have an idea of what's going on? No. I mean, that's what Albert's for.
Yeah.
Easy.
Yeah,
Okay.
the Discord is it's pretty valuable because it does include all that. And that's the good thing, right? Because the indicator runs on the watch list, which monitors all. Well, I think there's like 350 assets on there, so it watches them all simultaneously. So I mean, you can't follow that manually.
No, exactly. I mean, it's hard enough. Well, guys see it. I mean, especially now, the guys that had, 10, 12 coins, uh, they're like, oh, well, I can't manage this. What do I do? I need to get rid of some stuff. This is going down so much, and I wasn't paying attention to it because I was watching one of my other 15 coins. Yeah, do you know what I mean? Like, don't overexpose yourself like that. To take, you know, 3, 4, 5 coins to focus on, and then if you want to roll some profits into some lower caps, then do it. Okay, you do some research on IMX or MYX or one of those guys, and you're like, you know what, this has a nice dot. Uh, it has serious risk to reward ratio in my favor. I'm gonna buy this, and I'm not gonna put 50% of my portfolio into it. No, I'm gonna take like 2%. I'm gonna throw it down because, like, if I'm throwing it down on like an MYX, like this, like this guy, uh, I mean that was like, what was it, 35,000%. I mean, I'm risking it for the biscuit, right?
Yeah,
I mean, that's
that was
why
a
I don't mind
massive
throwing.
move.
Yeah,
What is
and
that
I mean,
percentage? 30,000%.
35,000%. Yeah, and I mean, will I risk a couple $1,000 to do that? Yeah, for sure. My average right now I think is 295. I think I'm down a little bit right now. And honestly, because I put so little of my portfolio into this asset, I'm not running a stop loss on it. I don't care if I lose all the money. I have no problem with it at all. I literally rolled over profit into this asset to try to get a crazy gain.
Right.
So again, a small amount of money went into this asset compared to my portfolio. So and like that's the example. And I think it was gains from XRP
Hmm.
that I had sold to roll into NYX, right?
Yeah.
And I didn't even take any of my own personal money to put it down into this asset.
It's all house
And,
money. Right?
well, yeah, Pi already paid for it with his
Yeah,
XRP
that's right.
back.
I'm funding. I'm funding this adventure here.
Yeah, sorry, I had to add that one. someone didn't add a stop loss. Take his own advice.
Well, I've been a little
So
busy
it's
with
okay.
programming something. So,
No, we'll let that one slide.
all right, let's go to the next one. Now we're at the Goose, and he's looking for ZEC. Now, this had that big run up. Are we still going to get another run up here?
Uh, possibly. I mean, this daily, I'll tell you that right now will not print for a long, long time. The 4 hour I think did just print, didn't it? It had a run up and then a sell off. Yeah. See, so again, why you want to use the stop loss, right? Especially on the 4 hour. I mean, look, it you would have got bagged there, right? And I mean, it went down what, like 10% or something. So, uh, oh, 20%. So again, stop loss, especially buying these assets that are off of my list. And again, my list is small. It's right here. If you're buying off of this list, like this, see all these are green right now. Right now, it probably won't be a little bit, right? But these are the assets that I would recommend buying, and that's it. If you, like I said, want to take a little bit of profit from one of these and roll it into another call or something that that you have personal interest in that is showing a dot, and remember, if it's not on our list, you can request to have it added to the list, right? So don't feel like oh, okay, it's not on the list, I can't buy it or get any alerts for it, right? Because I mean, it might bring my attention to the asset too, right? Uh, and that's going to be a great thing too. Is like now once this here is available, this Discord or this indicator, you guys can venture off and start looking at all these crazy assets that have serious potential, like MYX, that are printing that that I don't know about, or that Pi doesn't know about, or Q, or Dylan, or Jess, the people that the mentors in our Discord that already have access to the indicator, right? Um, they might not be looking at Rismus, that is Rismusin around Christmas,
Right.
and that could be beneficial to the entire group. You show it, okay, we just made a few bucks off of XRP, so we sold it and we got some profit, and you know Joe Blow shows us Rismus and looks crazy. It looks like it's gonna rock your socks. Okay, I'm gonna throw $500 on that. Because if it is gonna rock your socks, what do you need to put in $10,000 for? You don't, and you really need to get out of that mentality. If you really think it's gonna be this crazy move, then what do you need to put crazy money into it for? That's just pure greed, right? Stay away from that mentality. That's not a good mentality. Uh, but yeah, I mean, if anyone bought this coin, you made a lot of money, plain and simple. Right now, doesn't look good. It's just picked up the down channel, which is clearly here, right? And that's on the macro time frame. So no dots, definitely won't print on this. On that time frame, on this time frame, or on this time frame anymore, right? This one was invalidated. You got stopped out and prayed into a down channel that has not been broken. MACD just crossed. Stochastic is rising. That's positive, but the RSI is dropping, so that's negative. Uh, Look at those dots, though, man. I hope someone one of our guys caught that. I think DJ did. But yeah, right on. Jump off to the next one, Pite.
All right. So next one up on the list we have H bar. So this is also from Goose, and
pulled up the perpetual chart. So man, you guys gotta make sure to watch that. Um, they have different metrics in them. Stay away from the perpetual charts unless you're trading perpetuals, which is futures, right? H bar, man, you made a lot of money off of H bar. I think it has an active 5 day, but as of now, and again, like that's what I said, either plan an entry or use a stop loss because, like, look, bam, right into a downtrend, and I mean, it's gonna happen. Outside of Bitcoin and Ethereum, it's gonna happen because, like I said, I can't stress this enough. The focus was Bitcoin and Ethereum. Try it, and I mean, if you lined any dot up with Bitcoin, it would have played, right? Just like if you lined any dot up with Ethereum, it would have played. Like, if you were buying all down here, in November, right, right around Trump rally,
Mm-hmm.
double top, clear as day there now, right? Played off, double bottom, played out, right into descending wedge or something that's there. I don't know. I'd have to take a better look at it.
Yeah.
But it doesn't it doesn't look the best, right? I mean, let's be real.
Yeah.
But look guys. These look, like, it showed here. You didn't get stopped out here. You wouldn't have got stopped out here, right? Here you would have. Who cares? You got stopped out somewhere around there. You avoided all that, right?
Mm-hmm.
You bought here. You bought here. Use your stop loss. And I mean, if I would have pulled this down a little bit, 4, 7, right? You're not losing money. In other words, right? Even though there's no red dot there, you use the stop loss system. You're not going to lose any money here, right? And then look, you saved yourself all that headache just to get another buy signal right at the opportune time. Whatever you missed, an extra 10 or 13 or 15%. Who cares? You got your money in at the right time with the right move, and
Mm-hmm.
you made what, 50%, 60%, 70%, whatever it is. Like, these are the moves we're after. We ain't trying to time no bottom so we can get this. I mean, we want this. We want this. This is what we're after. Who cares about that stuff? I mean, that's what the stop loss is for.
Yeah. You get some small
Like, look,
gains
look.
to parlay into the big one.
Yeah, exactly. Accumulate the asset that way. Okay, 4 hour dot, buy it. Okay, I'm in profit. Stop loss is getting tighter now because I don't want to give any of my profit away. So, I'm jumping down to the 4 hour and I'm putting my stop loss on the 4 hours. So I'm not going to lose any money, right? And you won't, right? Look, you bought this, you got stopped out. You lost 2 or 3% or something, right? You bought this one, you might have got stopped out, right? I mean, it is what it is. For a baby move like that, who cares? I mean, I wouldn't care. I wouldn't like, whoa, okay, whatever. Look what happened right after, right? This is what you're after again, guys. These are the moves we're after, not these. Who cares? Wait for confirmations of bigger macro moves. You'll thank me when the time comes. Trust me.
Yeah.
Right?
All right, so let's move on. His next one was Link. We already covered that. And then we have Quentin here with his coin. It's not even on Trading View, so we can't even cover that.
Oh, the Fook coin?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's
Yeah.
a small country somewhere.
Yeah.
Then we're gonna jump down to Dylan, and he's a latecomer, and he's looking for WWR. Okay, so
Yeah, it's clearly a stock.
yeah, so
I
this
know
is
I know Dylan likes those.
Yeah, this is a stock and Westwater Resource Incorporated. It's a diversified energy materials company that holds a strategic position within the renewable energy sector, specializing in the development and production of battery grade graphite materials. The company plays a crucial role in supporting the growing demand for electric vehicle batteries, which, Trump just recently signed the document to get rid of the EV mandates in the states, and also get rid of the tailpipe emissions, which I'm pretty excited about because where I live, every 2 years you have to take your car up and get they have to suck on your pipe and see if you're blowing out some nice smoke. So
This one looks interesting. I'll say that for sure. I'm just trying to see something right quick. 'Cause it looks like it lines up to me. If it can or not. I don't know. I'd have to mess around with it on a lower time frame. But yeah, that does look like it will line up pretty good. Wow. This was that on the Trump news? Must have
yeah,
been.
no, yeah, he did that in the stream the other day in the Discord that we had posted. When he
Yeah.
was signing all that stuff the other day, when we were all excited, thinking that he's going to be signing a Bitcoin reserve announcement, and then he talks about the cars. So
Yeah. Yeah.
which is good
Go
for
go
us,
figure, right?
yeah, because I guess they're supposed to be dropping the price of vehicles at least a couple $1,000s from these mandates, and they are going to be able to go back to making cars out of metal instead of plastic.
Okay, right on. So this looks like it's trying to mark another bottom here after this massive sell off. There's no gaps that I can recognize here off of this year, and I imagine that none of these are gonna play if there is any. No, there is none. It's pretty gap free. Um, Try to tell you, oh, this is a bottom big time here, right? Had some good scalp plays there. I'd have to look at the percentages gained. Again, like I said, it's really deceiving when you look at it like for example, this guy you bought somewhere in around there, like, that's some big money. Uh yeah, this one looks kind of interesting here. Let's see on the 5 day. What we got going on here? I mean, yeah, no, active 5 day. No down channel though. It's not picking
Yeah.
up any down channel. This one I would definitely wait for confirmation or something, especially after a big run up like that, right? Um, the assets like that kind of scare me. I feel like a lot of people that shouldn't be buying it are buying it because they feel like it's going to run up, and then as soon as it doesn't, they start panic selling, and then you got stuck with a bunch of traders that shouldn't be in the asset, and you end up getting stuck holding the bag, or if you don't use that stop loss, right? So again, enter this guy at your own risk. Yeah, I mean, I
Hmm.
wouldn't recommend buying this. Not now. Like I said, like I just explained, the, you don't know who's buying this right now, thinking that it's gonna go back up here because Trump said whatever, right? I mean, how many people bought XRP because Jake Claver said it's going to $10,000 tomorrow?
Yeah.
You're gonna wake up. It's gonna be the candle you can't even see on the screen. You'd have to like scroll for
That's
days,
right.
right?
Everything looks like it's
Yeah,
flatlined, even through all the all-time highs, and we have one
yeah,
massive candle, ten thousand
yeah.
dollars.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like and this is what we're about. Is like keeping new traders out of that mentality. Like, and I know so many traders that join the space and they're like, yeah, I just bought all my money with XRP because it's going to $10,000 or whatever. It's like, whoa, okay, whoa,
Oh
whoa.
yeah, don't forget the Simpsons
Let's
589. Like I don't.
yeah.
So many people believe that was actually on the Simpsons. It's
Yeah,
quite
and it wasn't,
shocking,
right?
right?
Yeah, I mean, you really have to do your own research into things that people are saying, because like even any of the charts that I see that are shared on Facebook or any social media platform, if they look good, they're usually not good. They're made to look good. That it's usually not what it is. I've came across that a million and one times. It's like, oh, look at this chart. Oh, it's got this, and then you pull the chart up, and it's like that ain't what it looks like at all. What's so don't be
Hmm.
fooled. Don't be fooled by people. A lot of people want you to buy the asset because they're already invested in it and they want it to go up, right? So they can stick
Yeah,
you with it so they can buy the next one that's going up, right? And that's what it's all about.
yeah.
Um,
Well,
so yeah,
here's an interesting fact, though. That Ripple did buy that hidden road in New York, and
get out of here, man.
this is just the weirdest thing. The address is actually 589 Fifth Avenue. So, I mean, that was their address long before they even bought them. So that was kind of strange. So let's go to the next one here, and ELBM, another Dylan. This is Electra Battery Materials Corporation. It's a
Holy
Canadian multinational company specializing
nice.
in the mining, refining, and recycling of critical raw materials essential for electric vehicle batteries. So he's got a theme going on here with batteries.
Wow. Well, I'll tell you, if you bought this battery stock, you're laughing. That's some serious run up, right? That would have been a big red flag for me though. That big gap down there, I definitely would have been longer to that guy. Um, yeah, I don't know. Dylan, you got something going on with something that no one else knows about the batteries or what? Yeah, active dot, oof, right? Big run up. Same thing again. Who's buying it now? Thinking the same thing, right? You got a bunch of weekends in this asset now. Who knows? Um, ooh, let me take a look at this though. That looks. Yeah, active on the 4 hour though. If you wanted to play this, I mean, you could play it. I would definitely run a stop loss on this thing though. Um, I would run it a little loose though, just because of the risk to reward, right? I mean, clearly this thing can run, right? So on an asset like this, if I was going to try to risk entering this, what I would do is if I wanted to run a looser stop, I would just enter with less capital. So if I wanted to run, say, a 10% instead of like a 5% stop, I would literally put in half of the money that I normally would put in because you're literally taking on twice the amount of risk in a general sense, right? Your 5% loss is 10%, which is double of what you want to lose, right? So again, risk to reward. Always make sure to be managing it, right? Um, can't stress that enough.
Yeah.
Patience and risk to reward.
Yep, definitely got to have patience. Let's see, he's got another one here. I am not sure which one it is. It's IPX. I'm assuming it is going to be this Impacts Asset Management Group. There are several on the list. So this one kind of fits his thing because it is about renewable energy. So, which one do you think he's got here?
I don't know. We'll look at both.
Yeah, there's also a
Because maybe
crypto
he's got
IPX
something.
as well. So
Yeah. Um. Wow.
I
I
tried to
don't
hit
like
him
this
up
thing.
before we got to him, but I don't know. Maybe he's watching the UFC.
No, he's watching us, man.
Hey, he's watching
Ah.
us.
Yeah. No. Wow. This had some nice plays, but after this run up, I mean, it's been not so pretty. Yeah. I mean, you got stopped out a lot. But you made some nice gains after that, right? I don't like this thing though. This thing is
No.
not saying buy me, right? Like this is like been trying to mark a bottom, been trying to mark a bottom, been trying to mark a bottom, been trying to mark a bottom. Huge sell off, huge sell off, huge sell off into a bear flag, clear as day on a macro chart. Stay away.
Yeah.
Um,
And it
yeah.
hit those green dots, thinking it found a bottom, and it did run up, and the TA was satisfied to pull that gold dot, and then it just dropped out from the bottom again. So,
Wow. This other one would have made you rich man. Look at that. 12x off of that. Kyle literally, and that's surprising because it's such a new asset that it had
yeah.
enough data to call that. I mean, that's, you know, wow. If you got that one, you're some lucky. Um, Hopefully he's talking with this guy because, man, this is a clean chart. Geez,
Yeah,
whatever
looks
this
nice.
one is. Yeah, I mean, you got some perfect buys here for that run up. That's not a gap there. No. See here. I didn't call this because it's too far up in its opinion. Um, it looked like it was trying to build Head and Shoulders, but it's trying to invalidate it at this point. I would watch for a rundown into here and then a shoulder, right? I would monitor this guy though. As you can see, you can make a lot of money with him, right? Um, Tons of money. Um, and 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 like I said, like that's a bear flag that's forming, right? So as long as that gets validated, should run down somewhere in around here to create a neckline for that head and shoulder. It would be an easy buy and then put situation, right? Has the active 4 hour there, so it would have gave you the buy at the tail end of the day there. Yeah, so it would have
Mm.
been in around this zone anyway, right? Um, I would definitely watch this though. That I don't like that structure. That's not too pretty. Looks like it just came up to fill this gap, just to come back down and like to form that bear flag that I mentioned. Um, But if this is the one you're talking about, Dylan, you can make a lot of money with this guy. So pay attention to those dots, my man.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, next up in the batter's box, we have Rainmere looking for a stock. VLE.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
I'm familiar with this one
Valvir
now.
PLC is an investment holding company primarily
No, no,
engaged. Is that
it,
it?
no, no. The Valley Energy Incorporated or whatever it is. I don't know how to pronounce the first one. I remember because his friends invested in it. Wow,
Yeah, some
Phew,
of the
we made a lot of
stocks they
money with
don't
it down there.
they don't really specify in there, so it would be nice if they dropped a little name of what it is. There's just so many that just have the same ticker.
Oh,
So he's looking
I
for a
like
good entry here. So
the good entry was right here when I printed. Um, Wow, you made a lot of money with this guy. And I mean, the structures are so plain as day, too. Huh? Perfect cup and handle played out, right? This here's a double top that's trying to get invalidated by bull flag, right? Um, I would definitely watch that. It's definitely breaking something there. I'd have to chart it out better. I think that's why you're getting the signal here. Um, if I was trying to buy this, I would do this. I would use all my tools that I use to spot things. Like, see, this is somewhere where I would have. This is usually, that's why it's green. This is where I'll usually try to peg down a buy, but usually off the 4 hour. Depending on the structure, right? Let's see what we got going on here on the 4 hour. So the 4 hour just made a bullish cross, 50 crossed the 100. Um, it's in a bull channel, trying to break into a FOMO channel. FOMO channel is above the band, right? Looks like it might be testing it there. Where's this at? 788. Yeah, so 790. 797, sorry. So see how it rejected the band there? Try to get over top of it, came down, went down. It's gonna let this catch up a little bit. Form bull channel, but looks at things. I'll show you an example of one. Hey, look, that's FOMO channel up over top of the band. I can't even use that as an example. Right here, it tried to form one. It came up out of the capitulation channel. Tried to form bull channel, got rejected, came back down. Right here, prime example of a bull channel. Right there into a chop channel, right? Caught support with the 50, back up into a bull flag, came up, came back down. You know, so that's how I kind of play things. As for an entry, I would have probably already entered this thing if I was watching it. If I wasn't, I'd be watching this point. This is where I'd be watching right here off of this guy. I would probably, if this is broken, I would check momentum and maybe try buy here or buy here. I wouldn't try to buy it down here just because I like this buy. If I was going to try to buy it right now as it sits, I would try to buy it right around here. Around 7. And I don't like putting it at $7. So, or even at 706, I'd put it like, set 711. So just to make it cool, right? That's just what quickie martyrs. You know what I mean? But yeah, just an example. You don't want you to stay away from the round numbers, right? I knows that.
Oh yeah, definitely gotta stay away from the round numbers. Don't step on any cracks. And black cat crosses in front of you, just turn around. Yeah.
That's right. That's right.
All right. So the next one he's looking at is Prime, and I gotta say I'm pretty disappointed in the chat. Not one request for XRP. I don't know. That's disappointing for me. Yeah.
Yeah, thank God. I didn't need to cover XRP again. Prime, wow, run up of the century here for the thing. No, not really, but yeah, I mean, red dots came here, but you wouldn't have got tagged out of this, so I don't think, maybe, because it came right here, right? Yeah, no, you wouldn't have got tagged out of this. Yeah, somewhere around there, right? I mean, I wouldn't be buying this. I don't know why you'd want to buy this again. You sold it higher than what it is now, right? I think or no, somewhere around 94 or whatever. I mean, this is a prime example of, who's in the stop loss. Like, this thing's been trying to call a bottom forever. It finally did. Looks like it did break out. Might be trying to retest or something. I'd have to chart a little better. But I know you don't own this thing, so I don't know why you want to look at it. I mean, it costs you enough money. Don't revenge trade. move
Yeah.
on.
I mean, that
I
was a
would
good
forget it.
entry there in the middle. If you got out
Yeah,
at that, if that, those dots.
yeah, yeah. But I mean, don't don't be a sucker. Don't let it
Yeah.
fool you twice. I mean, don't revenge trade. That thing got you. You didn't use a stop loss. You took a hit on it. Okay, whatever. I would. I have, you know, a couple asses that got me. I delete them. I don't even look at them anymore.
Yeah.
Plain and simple. I have no idea what they're doing, and I don't care.
Yeah. I
Not
don't
one
even
bit.
pay attention to
Right?
Rose, that piece of trash, anymore.
Yeah. Yeah.
It hurt me
I
bad.
wish. Yeah. No. And see again, stop loss prevents all that, guys.
Yeah. I mean, this prime looks like it's trying to make it was got to be making the low, all time low.
Yeah, it did make an all-time low right here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It's trying to break back into its all-time low, and it's having trouble doing so. It got rejected by the line there, as you can see, right? So that's now the old all-time low is its resistance. So I would definitely would not be looking at buying this thing, man. I think you're crazy. I mean, yeah, it could go to the moon. I mean, but do you want to risk all your money for that? I mean, if you want to put $500 on it and revenge trade it, by all means.
Yeah, I
But you
definitely
know,
wouldn't be loading the boat with the old prime.
yeah, no, I don't like this thing. I think this is proof of authority asset too, which I stay away from those. No one can really build on them. Unless they have like legal rights to it and they have to go through a bunch of loopholes. It's not like, hey, I'm going to build on this. Let me build. It's like, hey, listen, you got to do a whole bunch of stuff before you even get an idea of if you're going to build on this thing or not, right? So, yeah, I don't like this asset.
Yeah. All right. Well, that is everything on the list this time, and we had a smaller list and almost still hit the 2 hour mark, so that's fantastic. I don't know how we push it all the way to the limit here, so maybe we can hit 4 hours sometime.
No, don't be saying that.
All right, guys. Well, thanks for tuning in, checking this out, and don't forget to like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. That'll always help. This will show up in the Discord after it's finished processing, and we will do another one next week. And hopefully, if we do get some movement, maybe we can do a pop-up during the week. We'll see. But for now, we are going to sign off.
Yeah, thanks, guys. Sorry, my headset just died there. If you said anything there, I had to plug it back in. But stay vigilant out there, guys. Protect your money. Play smart. Read the charts. Plan an entry. Minimize risk. Always risk the reward. Take care.
All right, brothers. Bye.